left, right, and center. That issue would have gotten the opportunity to be tested in court. But unfortunately, because of the connivance of INEC and PDP, INEC shot us in the leg, and all our filings were now ruled out of time. So, but I want to state it categorically, my party was protecting no one. The governor again bulldozed his way and meddled into an election which we were winning.
How did INEC shoot you in the leg?
I told the INEC shot us in the leg by announcing a result 10 days or thereabouts after and dating it, the date of the election. You cannot make any move until INEC announce a result. That is when they announce a result that you can now start going to the tribunal. You start gathering your papers, your information, and all, and that takes a while. And the law gives you some time. INEC announcing that election and backdating it. It was how they shot us in the leg. We couldn't prepare ourselves to go to court.
Isn't that a good ground to challenge that if you have that on good authority?
We challenged it. It was part of our pleadings. We challenged it. It was a good ground. We challenged it. But it's a lacuna in the law. And it could be taken in the court is ultimate. The court has spoken. Well, we leave the rest to God because the court has spoken. But we're shortchanged there.
Is your party ready for December 10?
Oh my God. We are happy because now the race, let me borrow the word they use in the US, the race has tightened. So we are happy because you can actually predict how the race will be. And then with the sudden upsurge in effort towards the formal security, providing security in Rivers State, we believe that if PDP does not write another letter to INEC asking for postponement, we believe that election will hold and will win our seats.
So it was PDP that wrote?
PDP wrote. Even not only did they went to court on one or two issues also.
Okay. Mark, where?
Now, I'm just wondering, the elections in Rivers State are so tightly contested. They're so, in many instances, they're so hotly contested that you have to wonder if this is not, if this fight between brothers is not unnecessary. I mean, your family, for instance, typifies that you are in the
of the state isn't 7 with the PDP government, might not be a PDP member. And one will wonder if the link could be this close. Why do you think that politicians in Rivers seem to be very desperate for power in that state?
I found, first and foremost, the relationship between my brother, who is in PDP, the Attorney General, who is excellent in his career, and I are very, very cordial. I was just telling your colleagues here that somehow politics is dropped at the door when we get into the house, especially on Sunday to eat with my mom.
And so, I hope people hear that part.
Yeah.
Because some don't know.
Yeah, but I want to say this. When there is injustice, naturally, tempers flare up. One thing that can tamper with any internal security situation is injustice. And the injustice is there. We are accusing INEC. Maybe PDP is now accusing INEC because they feel they are not getting the same cooperation they used to get from INEC hitherto before now. But I believe and we pray God that if a free and fair election is conducted in Rivers State, people go out freely and willingly and vote. Whatever the outcome of that election will be accepted by all.
How possible is that?
It is very, very possible if we stop seeing politics as an end in itself, not a means to serve people. And I know my party. We look at the issues of cultism. And militarizing the place. The victim is APC, not PDP. The victim in this INEC, the victim under INEC is APC. The victim when it comes to perpetrating.
But that's not what the police said.
That what?
About that victim being APC. Because you remember at the time too, the police said they were investigating these matters. But before then, the party had claimed that they were your members. I mean, that they were the victim.
No, it depends on which issue we are talking about.
The one you refer to as the cultist raid, that the APC members were the victim.
No. We're talking of generally in terms of this election. Who are the militants working with? We all know we are all from communities. We're all from communities.
If they were granting amnesty and then people were dropping their arms, is that a good or bad thing?
I want to say this, it's a cycle that is going around. Amnesty, people are dropping arms. We saw that many years ago in massive lorries and all those things. It was well televised and all that. The question is, how did the arms come back again? That is not a topic for today. We are just talking about the political side of using these same people. It's an economic issue. Some of us believe that the amnesty program derailed. It became monetized. The arms were becoming incentivized. So, but that's a topic for a different day.
It's really amazing that we get to see this back and forth, because once the PDP had also accused the APC of having a politician, a young man whom they say was even arrested, but your party was frantically making efforts to get him out of police custody because he was said, in their words, a kind of hitman that the APC was using in the state. I'm sure you heard that allegation.
I did not hear that. The allegation I know were 4 men from Okrika local government area that were arrested, that later on, by the intervention of the former First Lady of Nigeria, got released. That was on the pages of newspaper. It was everywhere. That's the one I know. And this one you're talking of, maybe if you get to the specific, I can give a reaction to it. But the one I know very well is that one. And then, let us face it, APC is coasting home to victory. I just gave you an example.
And it's amazing. It's amazing. You're also pointing hands at INEC.
Yes.
When your party is the party at the center.
I give an example. I'm a victim of INEC. So I have to point hands clearly. As far as I'm concerned, in my election, INEC was biased. You withdrew your staff. Your assistant electoral officer stayed back with the PDP members, collated results, and 10 days or 11 days later, he announced the result and backdated, short-circuiting the entire process for me. What can I do? I'm a victim. INEC did that. However, APC is winning in Thai local government area. INEC has said we have no right under the law, which is the same thing they said in our own not to adopt.
Could you tell us, what do you think needs to be done for December 10 elections to be peaceful?
Both parties, we have done that. APC is known to be in Rivers State a non-violent party. Because if we're a violent party, the clashes will be more. Both parties should go back.
But you know they dispute that.
We're fine. I am talking from the position of my own knowledge, not their own knowledge. They can dispute what they don't know for the purposes of politics. But I'll say this, both parties, we have committed to non-violence. PDP should show commitment to non-violence, mean it, and then allow the security agencies a free hand to provide security for the election. Allow INEC a free hand to conduct the election, not to start accusing INEC. You go and organize a kangaroo raid and bring up things. Governor is now a commissioner of police. It's not necessary.
All right, Honorable Igor Aguma is a former member of the House of Reps and a member of the APC, and we hope that just as they now know that there's peace between yourself and your brother at home, we hope that they will also extend the same kind of politics at home as well. Look, it doesn't have to be about violence. There can actually be peace with elections. We'll be back in a minute. Join us again.